Oh, big one. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, welcome back to Fifth Day Fly Fishing. Coming to you from the Tellico River today. Just wanted to share some of the tips and secrets that I've picked up just over the years fishing this water. I basically grew up on this river. My family was blessed enough to have a couple campers back in Green Cove here. So fished this water basically my whole life. So I wanted to share some stuff with you. We're mainly going to be sticking to the upper Tellico River today. Not very big water. And for that, I think my 10-foot 4-inch 2-weight Euro rod will be perfect, especially for today. A little bit cooler weather. We started out with like 45 degrees. The water is about 45 and it's overcast. So I figured just flinging nymphs and all of this little pocket water and tail out sections, stuff like that would just be perfect for today. So stick around with me. We're gonna hit up a bunch of these little pockets going up through this river here. We should have some good luck. A bunch of big stalkers in here and a bunch of really beautiful wild trout. So stick around, let's see what we get, and I'll see you out there. Back on the Tellico River. It's gonna be a pretty good day. I think it's gonna be overcast pretty much most of the day. But conditions are looking good with, you know, river, water levels, clarity, all that. Rocking the Euro rig again. I'm about ready to put up the Euro rig for the season and break out a dry fly rod, but I don't think today is going to be very productive for dry flies, so but we'll see. But I'm going to just nymph in these little pockets with this little waltz worm here. Got sort of like a muted pink bead going with the olive dubbing. I'm just gonna say it. I know I fish a lot of pink beads, pink eggs, whatever, but it's because they work. They work really, really well. It's pretty early right now, so I really am not expecting much. I want to stay out of that eddy. That's one thing about pocket. So this is a decent pocket here. The head of it wouldn't be too great because the current's a little too fast running into it. And a common mistake that fly fishermen will make, or just fishermen in general, is they'll fish right here. They'll fish that eddy, thinking, oh, that's calm water. Well, trout don't want that crazy water right there. Like that water's going like everywhere. But they'll sit like right here, which is called the seam. And they'll sit at the head, right there, right in front of the rock, depending on how fast this water is. And then they'll sit right back in here where these two flows connect again. You'll have like a unidirectional flow at one point, right? Like you can see how crazy it is. Come back, come back, come back. And then it starts like flowing again. So they'd be like right in here, sort of waiting at the tail for any food to get washed around. So these guys are waiting for food up here. They're waiting for food to come down from there. These guys here are waiting for food to get washed around. And then depending on the speed also, you can have fish, trout sitting on the side of the rocks, which if you go back and look at some of my videos, you'll see I catch like quite a few on the sides actually. So it just depends on the rock and the speed of the flow and all that. So we're gonna be focusing on that kind of water today, I think. And then this is considered a tail out. So there you have your riffles. You have your pocket water there. You have your seam. You can see the main flow coming down here. And then right where it starts to slow down before more riffles, like right in here, it starts to get shallow again. So it gets a little bit deeper. That's your pool. That would be considered your pool right there. Starts to get shallow again. This is called your tail out. A lot of times trout will be there too. So you can get them multiple places. There's a really cool video out there that's there's some research on trout and just how efficient their bodies are. And if I can find it, I'll put it on screen. But they take a dead trout, so it is not alive, and they put it in a flow of water, and it is able to sustain its current position dead. No string attached to it, nothing, just the efficiency of its body, like how slipstream its body is, how its body is designed. It naturally goes like this and stays in one spot. If they're eating stuff, they're gonna be sitting out here and stuff like this because it actually takes way, way less energy than you would think. Okay, I'll shut up and try to catch some fish. Oh, I think I see one. I thought I saw a fish just then. Oh yeah, I see a trout for sure. Okay, cool. Watch this. I'm gonna try to sight fish this guy. You can't see him. He's about 5 feet probably in front of this log. And he's sitting right where you would think he would sit. You see all this turbulent water, blah, 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 blah. You see where it connects to that still water. He is literally sitting right in between the two and what would be called the seam. Oh, there he is. I see him. Maybe he just don't want to eat right now. Let's see, because I drifted this right in front of his face. Maybe I'll throw something natural at him. Okay, next thing is I put on something way more natural. I tied this tan hare's ear waltz worm with a sort of like a black, more like steel bead. Let's see if this does anything different. I'm casting way up from him. Drift it right. He hadn't seen this one yet, so let's see. Did he move? Nope, I think he's still just sitting right there. So he might just be over it. Didn't budge right there on that. All right, I tied on one of the biggest, gaudiest pink eggs that I have here. It's actually like salmon roe color. I just want to see what would move this fish, if anything. Like even if he just sort of turns over and looks at it, I'll be telling. It's right here. I'm gonna start way up here and drift down. The reason I chose pink is because first off, I might have said it before, but pink on the Tellico River, there he is. Dude, that was him. Look at that. Hey, I missed it and that's okay. What did I cast at that fish there? I cast a waltz worm with, it was olive dubbing and a muted pink bead. I went full natural, tan hare's ear dubbing on a waltz worm with a black bead. And then I said, you know what? This is the Tellico River. Pink is king. And look at that. This isn't coming from me even. This is experience, first off, from me. Just years of fishing the Tellico River. But I talked to Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agents, and they have said pink is king, and they're not sure why. Dang it, dude. It stinks I missed that fish. I wasn't paying attention. He had just sort of ignored everything else. Like, didn't even look at anything else, really. Okay. Hooked into one, feeling better. I've really only been fishing about an hour, so no big deal. Ooh. Saw one. Oh, okay. Ooh. I saw branches up there. I didn't see that one. Okay, so there's branches right above me. I did see a trout over here. Oh, there's a fish. That is a fish. I saw him come back for it. That's a good sized trout too. Oh, it's a really good sized trout. What is he caught in? That's a really good sized fish right there. Good sized trout, good sized trout. That's probably 16 inches. Try to keep him in the water and that keeps him fired up. There we go. He might slip out of my hands. There you go. What is that? That might be 15 and a half. 15 and a half or 16. It's a good fish though. Cool thing was I saw him come back for it, so they're actively eating. So my thought was I'm going to cast up here and then just let it drift down, and sure enough, that's really what worked. You know, I figured if anything, they would probably try to get it around in this stuff, and it did. I saw it double back about right here. I saw him dart out of this section here, came back, smacked it. But hey, if you're enjoying the content, please leave me a like if you don't mind. It really helps the channel. I'm a newer channel. I'm just trying to put out good content. And honestly, I'm just trying to put out stuff that people want to see. So if there's anything that you think I should add to my videos or anything I should cover, or, you know, let me know. And I'll try to add some additional stuff to future videos. Oh, there's another fish right there. Nice one. Another good one. But yeah, I appreciate all the support I've gotten so far. And I would really appreciate your likes and subscribe if you want to see more. So, all right, I'll shut up. This is a good fish, man. This guy is fighting really well. This is just a 2-weight. I don't want to horse him too much. All right, he's getting tired. Man, these fish are fired up. This is a good one. This is another good trout. Come on, buddy. All right, I'm slowly getting him in here. Here we go. Head up. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. I made this mistake the other day. Dude, this guy is fighting harder than any fish other than that really, really big one that I caught the other day. Dude, my goodness. All right, come on, guy. I'm gonna get downstream of him. Give him a little. Give him a. Come on. My goodness, dude. What in the world are you doing? There we go. Man, that is a big fish. I had to get waist deep in water to get this guy. I was trying to get downriver of him. It's a good trout right there. Get out the fly. Should pop right out. I'm telling you guys, listen, I know some of you are gonna say junk fly, junk fly. On the Tellico River, pink is king. Look at that guy. And that might be 18 inches or so. I don't know. What do you think? Good trout. Come on, buddy. Me and a buddy were fishing the Tellico. We kept trying like really natural stuff, and he is super smart when it comes to like matching the hatch, right? So he brought that same knowledge here, which he wasn't very familiar with the Tellico River. Oh, there's a little, I flung that boy to the moon. Look at this guy. This is such a mess. Look at that. Goodness. Look at this little guy. I love that. They are not afraid of the pink egg. I love these little wild trout. Look at how beautiful this guy is. I don't want to handle it too much. Make sure you can see it first off. Look at that. Look at those colors on this guy. Definitely a wild trout, no doubt about it. Little wild rainbow here. Look at how pretty. I mean, that's hard to beat. Look at how beautiful that little fish is. Perfect fins, everything. I love that. Once again on the salmon colored egg here. But all I was saying was he brought the knowledge of the natural looking flies and matching the hatch and all that, and we tried that for a solid like 2 hours. And I was like, I'm about to throw on just the dumbest giant purple foam fly and pink egg gaudiness that I can think of, and we started catching fish. So I mean, I'm not joking. Within 2 or 3 casts, I had caught one, and then he switched over, and then we ended up having a really good day. If you're coming up here and you're not having any luck with natural looking stuff, just put on a really bright bead. It doesn't have to be a full pink egg, but maybe like black with a really bright hothead bead or something, and you'll start smacking them. All right, let's try this spot real quick. It just looks like a good run. Saw it on my way back. Really nice looking run. Oh, big one. Oh my goodness. Big fish of the day, no doubt. Come on. That is a monster. Get in there. Yes. That is a big rainbow. It about went down that set of riffles there. All right, really nice trout here. Big trout. Colored up. See if we can get a good picture of him here. Ugh. Very, very feisty. Very feisty guy. Look at that. What a very good fish that is. What was that? 18 inches probably? Let's see if we can get a good picture of him swimming away here. All right, so let me talk about sort of what I was thinking there. I cast up here, sort of the head of this, like right down from the riffles, and I know it drops off here into a little pool. And then this will be the tail out. So you can see how deep, right? Riffles, deep, shallower. They love to sit either in the deep stuff, right in the seam, or they'll sit at the tail out, always facing upstream, obviously. It's an overcast day, otherwise I probably wouldn't have gotten that one because I'd have been casting a big shadow. Right now, they're not very timid. Sun's not scaring them away. That's one thing about overcast days is they're more active, pretty much, or they're more willing to come out and forage for food. Like I was saying earlier, I'll finish my drift, I'll swing it, and sometimes I'll even jig it. And right there, I sort of swung it around and it hit it. And man, that was a really, really good trout. All right, good times. I think I'm gonna move upriver a little bit. Different section of river. See some really good little runs here. Good one right here. So we'll just start hitting these and see what we can get into. This looks perfect to me. It's because look, we have overhang here. So, you know, they're not gonna be really afraid of birds right here because that's something they're constantly looking out for. Trout are constantly looking out for predators. You have a bunch of logs right here, creating some really good hiding spots. You have a good seam right there, bringing food. You got another little run over there. In this eddy, I don't really want to be in that eddy. I'm gonna get hung on this tree above me. I'm gonna keep my line really short here and just high stick it. High stick it right over there. Get out of the stupid eddy. Oh, I saw, that's a wild rainbow. Yeah, buddy. Come on, dude. That boy went crazy. You see him flopping? He already spit the fly. They are feeding right now. Look at how beautiful these little trout are. Look at that. Awesome. See you, buddy. Thank you. All right. This is another reason I love euronymphing this stretch of river. It's because look at this overhang. You know there's probably a fish in there, you know, maybe not right now, but I don't know. There's no way you're casting to that. But you can always take this almost 10.5-foot rod and just dip it in there, right? Now the problem is, if you miss a hook set, you are 100% tangled. There's no way around it. Oh, there was a... Oh, I see one. Let me try to sight fish this guy. One just sort of went right up here. He was right in front. So that sort of shows the whole idea of the pocket water, right? So you can see the water hitting right here. And underwater, it's not like the water is literally just blasting into that rock. It creates like a little barrier. So there's probably like a 2-foot section, 3-foot section in front of that rock where the water is actually really calm. Calm enough for the fish to sit in there and hardly expend any energy. I'm gonna see if I can hook into this guy. It actually looks like a wild rainbow right here in this pocket water. He's sitting right in front of this rock. Let's see if he wants an egg. He did. He did want the egg. He tried to eat it, and I pulled it out of his mouth like a big dumb. Dang, I missed my chance. That sucks. Yep, he's not interested now. He tried it one time, and he learned his lesson. All right, this looks super fishy. I mean, come on. That is about as fishy as it gets. I'm gonna try to get into this tail out section here. There's a little wild. Dude, that is insanely small. I don't think that's gonna even hold in my net. All right, let me get him back super duper quick. That just goes to show you right there. How funny is that, man? This little guy ate this big old bead. I think he got off. No, he didn't. He's right here. Look at this little bitty baby rainbow. How awesome is that? 4 inches. Goodbye, buddy. He ate this. The hook, the whole nymph was bigger than his head. Oh my goodness, that was a huge trout. What in the world? There we go. That's a goodness, that's a decent trout. Oh my goodness. Oh my, are you seeing the way these things are fighting? This is like crazy, crazy. Look at that one. Do you see that one up there hit surface? Oh my gosh. Dude, I love it. Come on, come on. I can't even get his head up. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Every time I start to bring him up. Dude, good thing I have this fluorocarbon on, like no joke. These things are crazy. Without that fluorocarbon, I don't know. It's gonna be a lot harder to land that fish. I'm using Umpqua Phantom X 5X fluoro for my tippet. Spit the fly there. Another really good, healthy trout. Look at that one. Nice fish, man. That's probably 17 inches or so. I don't know. Not exactly sure which way it went. I know for sure I've caught him right here. There's one. Yeah. A little bit smaller, but it's a decent fish. Come on, bud. Oh. He didn't like that. No need to proof ball this guy. We got the fly out. Let's just show them to the camera. Oh my goodness. See how like crazy they are, man? These things are so healthy. It's that time of year. I think they're just all just wired up. Pretty guy, huh? Hi, buddy. See ya. Just right there, right in front of that little pocket. So, you know, limbs can create pockets as well. And that's what it was doing. I believe it was right here. See that log? Forks. Right in front of it. Over here, look at that. I mean, that's wild trout territory right there. Love that. Look right in here, little pocket and a fish, just like that. Oh, that's gonna break me off. That might break my rod. It's either gonna break my rod or break me off one. It's caught under a log. That's real bad. I think the fish got off, but I don't know how I can fix this. The fish definitely got off, but that's like my whole leader. What in the world? No way that fish is still there. I still have that fish. Are you kidding me? He's not too happy about that. I'm gonna get this. Goodness gracious, what a mess. All right. That was crazy. I'm sorry, buddy. Goodness gracious. He took off onto that log and I saw it coming from a mile away. I was like, uh-oh. That's a good trout, but I'm gonna let it go real quick. Good fish. Okay, he's all right. Crazy. What in the world? That was really cool though. He was right in that pocket right there. All right, we're back. That's a fishy. Good one. It's a stalker, I think. I don't know. Yeah. Good one though. Come on, buddy. Nice fish. I don't know, man. Yeah. Probably is. All right, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna try to get one more wild rainbow before I hit the road. It's feeling like there's something right at that rock. There's one. That's a little wild rainbow. Oh no. I accidentally foul hooked this guy. Still very, very pretty little fish. Come on, buddy. It came out, luckily the hook came out super easy. I hate doing that, but it's inevitable if you're fishing. And how can you avoid that, really? Whoa. All right, is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. And he spit the fly already. Oh, now y'all know we couldn't end it on a foul hooked wild rainbow, so stopped on the way out. God, that's a little brookie. Look at that little boy. Beautiful fish. Beautiful colors on this guy. Look at that. All right, that'll do it. Appreciate everybody sticking around. If you enjoyed the content, please leave me a like, subscribe for more. But I really, really appreciate all the support so far. And I'll catch y'all next time. But hey, see ya.